Hello, Jon Markee here, founder and CEO of MyBuilderCPA. Now we're going to talk about receipt capture. So in a previous video, we spoke about uncategorized transactions, and one of the best way to prevent things ending up in uncat is to submit receipts directly to us that informs us what you bought. So in some cases, your business might operate routinely where you buy things on credit with a vendor, maybe Builders First Source. They send us all of the bills. We get those entered, uploaded, and processed for you. But it's bound to happen where you have to buy something in person in the field, or you buy something online, and we need to find a way to collect that receipt from you. Over the years, I've used a lot of different receipt capture tools, starting with Receipt Bank, which turned into Dext Prepare. I used HubDoc for a while. I played around with the QuickBooks receipt functionality, and I've also used the Buildertrend Cost Inbox. All of them can be viable solutions, but the trick is we need to pick one and only one, and everyone needs to be on the same page as far as what to do with receipts when we buy them. My personal advice is to keep as few as apps as possible. So we want to keep as many receipts as possible going into one place. So if we choose the Buildertrend Cost Inbox, it will be with the understanding that everyone is to submit any possible receipts to that Buildertrend Cost Inbox. Same goes for the other ones. We really don't want a situation where we're using multiple applications to track receipts, because people on our team won't know where to go to find receipts, and people on your team won't know where to go to send them. So we want to pick one and stick with it, avoid making too many changes, and we definitely want it to have the feature where you can just forward an email and it will go right into that receipt capture tool. What else? So whenever you submit a receipt to the receipt capture tool, we're probably going to be asking what job it's for. It might not be for a job. So if you can write G and circle that, that means general, and we'll just book it to one of the overhead accounts. If it is related to a job, ideally that will say somewhere on the receipt, but don't hesitate to write that for us before you take a picture of it, because then we won't have to hunt, and there is less likelihood that it will get booked to the incorrect job. Bonus points if you can write specifically what cost code it needs to be booked to, or if you can submit the original purchase order with the receipt so we can easily match them in your system. Receipt capture will be processed at the same frequency as your transaction entry. So for our Tier 1 Pro Growth clients, that's likely to be every week. For Tier 2 Accelerator clients, that's likely to be monthly, and same with Tier 3 Starter. So we want to get in there as fast as possible and get these receipts captured for you, because we don't want there to be uncategorized transactions in your bank feed. Oh, and another important feature I almost forgot. The nice thing about receipt capture is the heat sensitive paper that you often get at Lowe's, Home Depot, McDonald's, wherever, it often fades to blank over time. And so by taking that picture of it, our goal is to get that attached to the original transaction in QuickBooks for you, so that you will forever have a electronic version of that receipt. The IRS has deemed that electronic records are totally sufficient for examination and audit purposes. So having those heat-sensitive paper receipts imaged into QuickBooks is huge, because the IRS never audits you when the receipt has its ink. The IRS always shows up after the receipt has turned to blank, and if you have them in a shoebox, the IRS isn't going to appreciate a bunch of receipts that are just blank pieces of paper. So this is a really valuable tool that can protect you against an examination from the IRS or another tax agency. It's something that can live in your QuickBooks file forever, and it can make it a lot easier for us to get your transactions entered faster so that we don't have to spend valuable time with you during your meeting time slot to ask you what transactions are. As always, if you're curious about different receipt capture apps, or if you're not sure how the process works, especially with the email in feature, I know that can vary from app to app. Don't hesitate to reach out to me with any questions. I look forward to contributing to your success. Thanks, and have a great day.